Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of From This Point Forward, a comedy Buffalo Sabres podcast. We've been gone for a month, I think, 3-4 weeks now, and there's so little to talk about with the Sabres, but we will talk a little bit about the Sabres here from in the get-go. We're hoping the draft on Underdog, an NHL fantasy draft, and then we're going to rank all 32 teams and go around the league a little bit so you guys can see how much we don't know about the other teams, too. Let's get started.
Acknowledge the fact that in one of your favorite movies of all time, you thought the slogan was "Ducks quack forever" instead of "Ducks fly together."
No,
it's
you also
bad.
think they live in wells. It's the whole theme of the movie, Lou. But he had the duck call.
They go quack.
It would be Malcolm Subban, mostly because that one season where instead of letting him play for the Sabres for the last game of the year, they had him sing the national anthem. And it was a real, like, you're under contract, the season is over. We know you've only gotten to be up here a couple of times. How about you come back up here? Oh, great, I'll put my pads in the car. No. You won't need them. Just make sure you warm up the pipes when you're driving down the 90.
Mitch Marner.
You heard it, Mitch. If you want to sign here, you can drill Ryan's mom.
Well, hello, Ryan, Chris. It's been a while. The city of Buffalo is buzzing with a huge Bills win from yesterday. Ryan and I were both at the game. One of us left early. One of us didn't. And the other person on this podcast was listening to Lord of the Rings audiobooks instead of watching the game. So anything Sabres related since the last time you want to get right on to? Chris, tell us about the Lord of the Rings first, I guess.
First off, the only way to get a championship, if you want a ring, you have to find out how to get the one ring. Okay, so that's my philosophy here. Okay, I'm looking for the ring of power so that I can will the Bills and the Sabres to ultimate victory. Also, I thought the city was abuzz because the prospects are in town, baby. Harbor Center was humming yesterday.
They are in town. Ryan, what's the biggest Sabres news that's happened since we've gone?
Well, I have to put it in perspective here. So it's been a month since we've last had a show, but the Sabres have been on a 14-year drought, 15-year playoff drought. So like in the, proportionally, it's really like a drop in the bucket. We've really been gone like a day, not even a full day. So no, nothing has happened. Nothing is going to happen until we're going to see some obscure names on the, these preseason games that you have to have a secret handshake to be able to watch them. But you're going to see names of players you're never going to see in a Sabres uniform again. And I love that because we're going to eventually have a segment. I'm going to pull some of those names and win. So let's go preseason hockey. It's coming up, right? Is it like 2 weeks from now?
Couple weeks. Tonight we're hoping here, if you're listening, want to tune in, we got 9 left to join. We're hoping to do a NHL Best Puck Classic draft over there on Underdog. If you guys have an underdog count from or follow me and Ryan from Fantasy Football and knowing us there, if you want to jump in one of these, we don't know what we're doing here. None of us are very. I've tried. I've dipped the toes into a little bit of fantasy hockey. Chris has got a lot of questions. We'll start answering those as we get closer to the draft. But we got 9 spots left. These things fill pretty slow. So if you're out there listening and want to jump in with us, go take one of those spots. Best Puck Classic, $15. $25,000 up top. Look at this. Maybe I'll get us an underdog sponsorship here. We'll let you know as that's getting close to the fill. And we'll be stopping whatever we do a little draft, come back to our rankings. First and foremost, let's talk a little bit. Well, this has happened since we left. The whole what looked like the roof was caving in at the arena. It turned out not to be, just leaky pipes. No big deal. I did say that if Home Handyman Service did that roof, it wouldn't have been leaking like that. But
yeah, Lou, you're giving up very much landlord vibes right now with how you're talking about the situation.
It is funny that it's this team though. I don't think it was as big a deal as everybody made it, but it was another
leaky pipes. We've had that problem since Miller left. I mean, right?
Pew pew.
Did you see the other really horrible thing that happened Sabres related to? Did you see the Bisons wore the red and blacks the other day? I think it was Saturday or Sunday, and they lost 10-0. I swear to God, it's like Sabres Twitter is gonna fucking tear this apart, but did not happen. We wanted to talk a little bit about. Started off with the Sabres here. I told you guys to do a little homework on what player you think in a perfect world, and let's face it, in our perfect world, it's sliding into the 8th spot, just getting in. Like playoffs is the perfect world for us. But if we get there, we finally break the drought this year, who is the player that you think plays like that unsung hero? Why do you think that? And then, what do you think that ends up looking like? Like, what's his stat line, or what does he bring to the team? I will start with you, Chris.
Okay. Well, I was actually trying to really sincerely decide on somebody, but I got caught up in a bit of a hole on X.com, the Everything app, because it started with a non-Saber, them talking about he put on 20 pounds in the off season, and it felt like they were trying to spin it as a good thing. And then I get the rumor mill from the After Lay Whistle account that Jack Quinn has put on weight. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but let's go with Jack Quinn sizing up a little bit. We talked a little shit about padding the stats at the end of the year when it was kind of meaningless. But he was putting things together again. I just feel like that first injury, he came back and it was like he never left. And I think immediately getting hurt again messed with him mentally. And we know this team is incredibly weak mentally. And I think he powered through it last year. He bulked up a little bit this summer. He's going to win those battles in the corner. And I think he's going to solidify himself in a top 6 on this team.
I like that. I like that one. I'll throw a little bit in on him when it's my time to talk, because I don't think that's a bad move or a bad decision there. Ryan, who's your guy?
I don't know. Hang on. Let's connect to a couple of dots here first. Jack Quinn's best friend, JJ Peterka, gets traded, and this guy puts on 20 pounds, and we're going to assume that it's not him just eating his feelings. I don't know. It doesn't sound great to me. Like just eating chocolate cake every day, just like, what's going on? All right, I'm going to go a different route here. I'm going to say it's Devin Levi. And so, hope springs eternal, right? And here's the time for hope to come back into the fold. But let's just say that he figures it out. at the NHL level, because he definitely has at the AHL level. I think he's done everything he needs to do there. So it's either he makes it or he doesn't. Now it's sink or swim. And let's say he takes that step. That would be a huge difference for this team. If we can steal a handful of wins, like 6 to 12, 12 might be pushing it, but like a half dozen games where it's just like, man, that the goalie helped us pull, like it was Devin, pulling that out for us. Like that'll make the biggest difference by the end of the season. So if we're going to sneak in, like you said, in one of those last couple of spots, I think that's how we do it. It's with Devin Levi taking that step, which, could happen. Goalies are weird. And, it'd be momentous for us.
I got something kind of come off of both of yours, I guess, a little bit with my guy. I mean, I did think of Quinn. I think Quinn almost is obvious. And I don't want to say obvious, but I think Quinn is one of the guys that I would have assumed one of the three of us taking. I thought he was be in this conversation, and it's not even that I don't think he could take that next jump. It's more so that I like my guy. To your point, Ryan, about Levi, I almost got there, but the reason why I can't is because if I was gonna pick a goalie, I think I want to pick Lion. Like I just think to your point, goalies are weird. They get on these weird runs. It seems like he's 100% starting off as number 2. They wouldn't have brought him in to not at least bring him in as the first guy to get the number 2. Whether or not they carry 3, I don't see why they would do that instead of giving Levi more games down in Rochester. So I think he's the first one possible, to come up, obviously, if there was an injury, or maybe to your point, one of those 2 guys gets hurt, he comes up and then he just steals the job. Because
So Alex Lyons is your Kenny Pickett. It's your new Kenny Pickett. He's gonna come in. He's never was good before, but with us, he's gonna be good. And then he's gonna win a goaltending competition, and we're gonna trade him somewhere for a draft pick.
I think he's pretty good. I think he's gonna be good. Yes. So he is if he's got to be my Kenny Pickett, then he's gonna be my Kenny Pickett. And until Kenny Pickett doesn't start 8 games this year, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear your mouth. My guy is going to be Coolidge. Now, this kind of threw me way off. Guess just off the top of your head, if you, without looking at how many goals you think he scored last year?
7.
I'll say 16.
All right, you were pretty close on Ryan, 15, but I would have thought that was in the 20s. I think this guy's, if with a full season at center 1, if that's how they end up keeping Tage on the wing and putting him center on that top line, like he could easily score 30 goals this year. I was surprised to see he only had like 9 assists too. Like he only had 24 points last year. That I just not remembering that bad of a year. He did only play 62 games. But yeah, I think if he ends up getting on that top line, and that they do play Thompson at his right wing, whoever they put in that left wing, like Coolidge could easily score 70 goals. So I'm excited about what he can bring. All 3 guys, though, that we've mentioned today, I think are integral. I wanted to say Owen Power because I think he's so much better than the perception of who he is. And I think he's just going to keep growing. But also maybe too obvious because Power would need to take a pretty big step to, I think, get the credit he deserves as like an unsung hero. I think he already is better than what people give him credit for. And I think if he takes a step, he needs to take a step physically, right? Like if he gets any kind of physicality into his game, I think that's really what changes and makes him an unsung hero.
All we have to do is just trade his best friend and I'll put him in 25.
I was like, who does he bunk with and how can he run them out of town?
All right. So we're gonna run through ranking all team. We still are waiting on 9 on that draft. So if you want to jump in with us, jump in. Underdog Best Puck Classic, $15 draft, 25,000 first.
In a minute, I'm going to jump in and draft against you and
get in and see if we can't fill this so we can draft some point before. But right now, we're going to go through. We'll do it kind of a little ode to our friends, the Chopin Bulldog over on GR. They'll do the AFC reverse power rankings. We're going to do that with like the whole NHL though. So we're going to start ranking from the worst team in the league. We'll work all the way to the up. We'll have a little bit of talking points on each team. Now, listen, we've been around long enough to have you guys know we're not necessarily NHL experts. Okay, we're here for the fun. We're here to be funny about what we observe on the ice in our 8 eyes. I have 4. But we're gonna really lean into that here. I'm gonna ask these guys opinions about each team. We're gonna make them talk about these teams. But first off, because this could go really wild, especially perception on NHL teams. But does anybody have someone to nominate for the worst team in the league? Go ahead and do so if you have one. I have one if you want me to shoot mine out. But
I mean, we can all just say it on 3 and double doggy dare each other.
all right, let's do it. Who's the worst? 1, 2, 3. I got Bruins.
San Jose.
All right. So 3 different teams. I'm gonna convince you on the Bruins. I think that they're a year older. They've been I know Ryan's already shaking his head. I know that they're just always are good and they always find a way to win. You look at their roster, there's nobody there. I think they're easily the worst team in the league this year. The Sharks, I'm not gonna let you take this time. And they're young talent with like Will Smith. Who's the other kid? Yes. They are. I think they're going to take a big step, and I don't want to say they're not going to be a playoff team or anything, but I think they're going to be a lot better. But maybe that's like that Sabres hope of like young talent. Like, all right, they're going to be good next year. And
they have a 45-year-old defensive core, and they would pray for a goaltender with a 3.1 goals against average right now.
Yeah, that's true. Who did you say, Ryan?
I said Seattle. I don't even know where they finished last year. I feel like did they make the playoffs?
They were towards the end. They were definitely in the back end, and they definitely have a bad roster. I would.
And their jerseys are just so bad. Like, what is that shade of teal? Like the shade of teal that they have in that jersey is like, you had to like create a football team in like NCAA like 07, and you could like use all the wacky colors. Like that's like a 12-year-old kid that just had free. Like, I mean, what are we doing with that? Just terrible.
All right. Here's my first question for you guys. Name the Kraken all-time leading Kraken scorer.
Matthew Beniers.
No.
But Maddie. It's Maddie. Sorry. It's Maddie.
Yeah, good guess. Good guess. All-time most career goals for the team.
Oh, actually, you know what? Speaking of Matty Beniers, sorry, just have to quickly say
he is fourth. He is fourth, by the way. But go ahead.
All right, but he was legitimately Owen Power's best friend at Michigan, so we should trade for him and then trade him away for Connor McDavid. Perfect.
So not a bad guess. All the Bears. Chris, you got a guess?
I don't even know who the hell plays.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Can you name a Kraken? How about we do that? No. All-time leading Kraken goal scorer, Jared McCann. We're gonna hit you with some facts all the way through this. All right, so then if they're gonna be our 32, then Ryan, you have to pick between my Bruins and Chris's Sharks for 31.
I'm going to say the Sharks because no matter how many times I say the Bruins are going to suck, they never suck, and so
Never.
If you want us to be known as like the non-NHL experts, then let's put the Bruins on the bottom. But like, no way are they going to be the third worst team in the NHL. I mean, they're going to pull up some guy that nobody's ever heard of, and he's somehow going to be good again. And be like, oh, they did it again. How do they keep getting away with this? That's the Bruins.
We didn't say now they would be third worst if you guys gave them to me here, because Kraken was last. Sharks now we put at 31. 30.
Who else are the contenders here? Who else are the contenders? Canadians?
Do you have one to throw against me?
I'll say the Canadians. I feel like the Canadians are less like they don't have the pedigree of the Bruins, and they're basically the same team to me. They're like used to be good, but I mean the Canadians have sucked for longer, so I feel like it's them.
I think that they have some young talent. I don't want to put the Canadians there. Plumer, do you got somebody that you would put up against my Bruins?
For the third. For 31? Oh, for
30.
third?
Because you got Sharks. You won the Sharks at 30. I think the only realistic team I would listen to are the Penguins, and it's hard to put the Penguins.
Oh, I was thinking like Nashville.
Nashville could be down there too. I would listen to Nashville.
Penguins are pretty close. It's kind of the same case for both of them, where they're long in the tooth and they don't have a new plan.
All right, let's go Predators at 30. Predators all-time leading goal scorer. I gotta look this up.
Mike Fisher.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
Rick Nash?
No, Nash is never there. Maybe once.
Oh, am I thinking Atlanta?
You're thinking of Columbus. All right, let me get the goals. Ooh. Who did you say? You're number 8. Mike Fisher is number 8. But number 1 is a pretty obvious guess, I'll say that. Currently on the team still. Philip Forsberg. I won't make you guys. But by 108 goals. Number 2 would be David Legwan. Number 3 also
Sabres legend.
Yeah, Sabres legend, drought legend, David Legwan for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we got through. We're at what did we do the last 3 or the bottom 3? So now I want to push. Can I get the Bruins yet? I've been trying to push them as the worst team in the league. We're at 4th worst.
Who were the worst? Can you give me the bottom 5 teams last year? I know it's bad to do that, but that's how I want to do this.
Okay, I could do that
because they weren't bottom 5.
But
they were 7.
You shouldn't want to do that this way. But yes, the Bruins are under us. So
yeah, they picked 7th. I think they got McGrody.
Flyers were there.
Oh yeah, the Flyers suck. I mean,
yeah,
Flyers should be in this conversation.
I would put them above the Bruins still. Sorry, Lou.
All right. I'll go with the Flyers here. I'm not gonna fight with you guys too much about the back end here. Although now it's Blackhawks were down there. I think Blackhawks get a little bit better though this year. They got the kid.
Blackhawks give very Sabres vibes. It's like, oh, they should be good, and every year they're not going to be good.
Well, except they did what the Sabres tried to do and won 3 cups just over a decade ago. It's not like they.
Yeah.
But they definitely these last 5-6 years has been pretty bad. I still want to say if you're not going to give me the Bruins yet, if you're still pushing against the Bruins, I still say the Penguins are worse than the Blackhawks next year.
Who else was in the bottom 5? Blackhawks, Flyers. Who else?
Kraken, Sharks. We already took Predators.
Stop saying it, Kraken.
The Kraken.
Kraken.
It's Kraken.
I got the Buffalo A. I'm just giving you the bottom 2 teams from each division: Flyers, Penguins, Bruins, Sabres. Blackhawks, Preds, and Sharks, Kraken. So we've said a lot of those names already.
I'd go Preds.
We already went Predators.
All right, good. We're doing this right.
This one we are between. I would say we should be between the Blackhawks, Penguins, or Bruins. That's where these teams should line up.
Canadians.
Not doing Canadians. Canadians are like close to the top for me. They're like 14th, so I am not talking Canadians.
Top 14.
All right, I will just to throw a name in there. I'll go Penguins here.
All right, Penguins at 38 or 28. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 27. Sorry. All right, now Bruins or Blackhawks, and then I'm going the other. Whoever you don't say is going in the next spot, unless somebody's got another team to really throw in here.
And I'm going Blackhawks.
Blackhawks at 26, Bruins at 25.
We did it.
All right, we did it.
We got them out of the summer.
Now you're throwing out Sabres. I'm not there yet. I'll tell you what. This is funny because I have them up like another 7 spots before I want to even talk about them. But also, I at least gave them a little bit of thought for last place. So it's funny that I went from like possibly last place to I have them in like right on that fringe of a playoff spot. But I would throw you again. I would throw the Islanders or the Canucks here over the Sabres. But if Chris finds a way, if Chris wants to break the tie here with any of those 3 teams,
I'd probably say Islanders here. They're in a rut where they aren't doing anything to get better. You know, like they've just been in that hang around cusp, and it can't last forever.
The only thing that scares me always about the Islanders is if they just get a monster season from Sorokin and just play like a defensive style, they could just dumb their luck into like overtime points and make a playoffs. But I think they're really, really bad. I think they should definitely be behind the Sabres here. So Islanders, I like. Canucks, I really want to push against the Sabres right now. But I'll give you a couple names to see if you could get off the Sabres, Ryan. If not, Plumer can break that tie until I'm ready. But what about Canucks, Blue Jackets, Flames are garbage, and I got one team here coming up. They're 4 behind here that I want to throw out, and I know this is a little hot takey, so you guys can laugh it off whenever you want. I got Edmonton. 2 years in a row, having that long playoff run, might get off to a slow start. Their depth outside of their top 2 guys is garbage. Hyman might not be back in the beginning of the year. Like, I don't know.
All right, you could have a take that they're going to be not a top team, but there's no way we're putting them at 24.
No, not at 24. We're there, I guess, right? We're at like 23. So maybe not there. I'm just saying I want to start talking about them soon. I want to talk about them, the possibility of them missing the playoffs.
Okay,
I think
so then they'd be in like the teens. So
we'll talk about that later. Canucks, Jackets, Flames. I'm not ready to talk about the Sabres, but if Plumer thinks they should be here, then we'll talk.
Come on, the Sabres. Listen, come on. You're really that excited about Michael Kesselring? I mean, come on.
I kind of am. I mean, I gave up my season tickets, but no, it's not so much about Kesselring as it is. I think they're going to have one of the best defensive cores in the league this year. I don't know how much scoring there is going to be up front, but if they get even like above average goaltending, which just happens on luck more times than skill, I don't know. I know I do this every year. I'm usually pretty realistic, This year, I just think that this might, if anything, it's continuity. Right?
Well, Lou, cheer up because I'm not ready to talk about the Sabres yet either. I'm sorry,
right.
Ryan.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna side with Calgary because I completely forgot that they played in this league.
that's a really good thing. I could go with Calgary here. I'm fine with that. So we'll go
Calgary
Calgary.
could legitimately just like fill out their roster with AI guys, and nobody would know. Nobody would notice. They could easily stay under the radar.
Just a bunch of guys with broken Iginlas on the back of their jersey because AI hasn't figured it out yet. And I'm like, this looks like a real team.
Or what they do is just what like the video games do in like the super long like franchise modes where it's just like you just do every variation of like a Fedorov, like, you know, last name, you just throw like a Justin Fedorov in there, you know, just switch it all around. Yeah, all right. On the same page.
All right, we're at 22. Canucks, Blue Jackets, Edmonton. I have on my list. I know you don't think so. Sabres, we're probably not there yet. Red Wings, I mean, they're kind of getting Sabres right now too. Like everybody thinks they got the talent, but they keep missing. Wild is pretty garbage. Rangers did not have a good year. They'll have a whole year now with what's his name? Who's the big the kid from Vancouver? What the fuck? That was Miller. Right? Okay, Miller. They'll have a whole year with him. The Ducks have been bad, but they hired Joel Quenneville. Like I like that hire. He's always got productive teams, so I don't want to talk to them yet.
I think the Ducks are there. I like the Ducks here.
Oh, with Joel Quenneville.
I mean, come on, a coach he can't go out there and play. You know, he's not a player.
I don't know. I think
coaching doesn't matter that much in hockey.
I think it's second in professional sports, if not first. Like I think coaching systems,
play calling in football. Get out of here.
Coaching systems in the NHL have totally made the New Jersey system made the whole league change.
Listen, you know what? Speaking of AI, let's get an AI coach in here. I'm fine. Let's do it. We've tried everything else. We had Ralph Kruger in here, who's about as close to AI as we're going to get.
It really is.
That's what frightens me.
Plumer, can you break the tie? I don't really want to go Ducks. If you want to go Ducks, I could get on board. But Canucks, Blue Jack. I mean, can we just say it? Can we just say it out loud? What we're all thinking? Blue Jackets rode the little Johnny Gaudreau wave of adrenaline and did the whole thing. They played great. They're a shitty team too. Their first half was great because they were kind of, you know, and then I think the Blue Jackets are crap. They got a couple good forwards, young guys, but I think they're shit. The Canucks suck. Pettersson had a horrible down year last year. He still might be traded if he does have a turnaround year. I don't know. Those two guys before the Ducks for me all day.
I kind of want to say the Ducks, but they actually had young players who stepped up last year and probably will again. Let's go. I agree with the Columbus. We kind of watched the wheels fall off as the season went on. They didn't really do anything outlandish. I think they're kind of
better young guys though than the Ducks, don't they? I mean, with Fantilli and in the back end, they still have what's his name back there.
Werenski. I'm better with the Jackets there. We'll put the Jackets there at 21. We'll put the Ducks at 20. Although I don't even know if I agree with that. Can we put the Canucks at 19?
You think the Canucks are better than the Sabres? Or worse than the Sabres?
Yes. I truly do. I truly do. Yeah, I mean, outside of Pettersson, what do they have? And Pettersson, like I said, Pettersson had such a down year. I mean, he looked better once they got rid of Miller and that drama was done. But I still think
They
if he,
also,
All right.
I
they
think if he
did
turns,
kind of sell the farm at the end of the season and then not do anything to make up for that.
yeah, no, I get that. Still hoping the draft here. We're at 8 now, needing 8 to join our Underdog Best Puck Classic. If you guys want to join over on Underdog, $15 entry, $25,000. It's just a little fantasy hockey draft. We're not experts. We'll just have some fun, stream it here. So 8 more. If we fill it before this ends, we will jump in. Probably needs to fill within the next 10 minutes or so, though. So not looking likely. All right, we're gonna get through here. So we're going to next. At 18 is when I'm starting to be ready to talk to Sabres, but I will push
Sabres.
Hold on. Let me float Wild and Rangers here. Those are the only 2 teams I really consider pushing behind the Sabres. But if you guys want to vote Sabres here now, I'm also good with that. This is a 3-team tier for me. Sabres, Wild, Rangers, and I think you could even put the Red Wings in here. But then all the other teams I think are clearly better. Although Montreal's still out there, Ryan.
Montreal sucks too, but you know what? The only team I will put below the Sabres in this group is Montreal. If you want to put them there, I'm good with that.
Chris, what do you think?
Let's do it for the bit.
All right, Montreal behind at 18, Sabres at 17, still just missing the playoffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Even
6,
better.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, we actually still have 17. So Sabres ended up being 18 there. Oh, that's why, because I missed that we still have Edmonton out there. All right, so Sabres are at 18, 17, Wild, Rangers, Red Wings. I mean, Oilers. But
no,
you guys
not the Oilers.
are against it.
Okay. I think from worst to best in that group for me, it's Red Wings, then the next one's tough. I think I'd go Red Wings, Wild, then the Rangers.
I'm definitely in on the Red Wings next.
Okay.
They're like a broken piece of the Sabres franchise that floated across the lake and wound up in Detroit, because we're on like year 14 of the rebuild and they're on like 7, 8. Like we're on our 5th rebuild in 14 years and they're on their like starting their 3rd in 7.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. And then Wild would be next. We're good with that. We said.
Yeah.
All right. So Wild next. So let me see how many teams we got left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we are down to the playoff teams. I'm on Rangers here.
Sure.
I don't think they're a playoff team, but we got them in there, but I still want to get them out right away. They're older. I mean, that whole thing with Zibanejad, I think I got pretty close there, is a mess. I mean, he seems like he's miserable there. They're already an old team. Goaltending was iffy. We're down to 7 people needing at the Underdog Best Puck Classic. Sorry. Go. What were you going to say, Ryan? Cut you off.
No, I agree that if Rangers there, I think we're
Rangers here at 16.
Agreement. Yeah, but I think my next nomination would be the Senators here.
Yep.
Senators are a good one. I would definitely listen to there. The other couple names I had there were Utah, which.
Oh yeah, what are they still doing around? Oh my gosh! Come on.
Have you not heard JJ Paterka, dude?
Oh yeah, they did just fleece us for our, third best player, so should consider. No, I mean, come
I
on.
think they're a playoff team. I think they're a playoff team. I think they deserve to be here, but I'm ready to vote them out if you guys are.
Yeah, I mean, let's
All
get
right.
them out of here.
We can
All
throw
right.
them here.
All right. So they are now 15. 14, I'm going to go. I could go Sens here.
Yep.
Sens. All right.
Yeah.
13, I'd like to float Edmonton again.
No.
I'd like to vote float Tampa Bay or the Capitals.
Capitals. That was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Perfect here.
Capitals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that. All right. I am Tampa Bay, Edmonton.
Tampa.
Yeah, right? Tampa, though. Like, Tampa should be here. I mean, I'll run through the remaining teams so you guys can kind of get a gist in your head. But it's Edmonton, New Jersey, Tampa Bay, Colorado, the Blues, the Jets, Toronto, Panthers, Kings, Carolina, Vegas, Dallas. I think out of that, Tampa is definitely the team.
Bro,
Right?
how are the Sabres in a 15-year drought with these teams? I mean, these teams are not even good. We're talking about the Blues and what are we doing? The Devils are going to be good again next year? I mean,
Yeah,
what are
I
we
do think
talking about?
I do think they are. Hughes for a full season, his brother in his third full year. Yeah, I do think that the Devils are going to be good.
It's his brother is. It's like he's just riding the coattails. That kid. He couldn't even. I mean, that kid. He's not a real NHL, but he's okay. He's okay. He's. I mean, a cover-worthy athlete. I mean, that's a joke.
We're down to 6, needing 6 on the underdog. I think hold on, sorry. I'm good with whatever you guys want to do here. You guys pick your vote here, and I'll break a tie if need be.
I don't know anything about them. Get them out of here.
Wait,
Yeah,
who was it?
The
Blues.
Oh, the Blues. Okay, they were hot at the end of the year.
Yeah, and what do they have to show for it?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. All right, Blues out of there. I'm fine with that. No Tampa yet, then, or is Tampa here? Sure. I don't think the Jets are.
Yeah,
all right, let's get rid of Tampa. I've been pushing Tampa. I'm good with getting rid of the Jets here now. Or sorry, not the Jets. New Jersey.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, New Jersey could go there. All right, the 3 teams I want to float here. Again, I'm still going to keep saying Edmonton. The Jets now. Like, I know that they won the President's Trophy last year, but it was on a monster year from Hellybook. The team's not really deep or great. I don't know. Colorado is another team I thought about. I know McKinnon, but they don't have much depth there either. We got Edmonton, Colorado, Jets, Toronto, Panthers, Kings, Carolina, Vegas, Dallas. Someone throw out a team. Mine would be Edmonton.
I'll say either Kings or who was the one you were just mentioning?
Colorado.
Winnipeg. Or Colorado.
Yeah. Jets are Kings for me.
I was thinking Kings here.
All right. I would push way harder, but I'm 2-1 here, so I'll lose that. But I think the Kings are going to be a Final Four team. All right. Kings gone. Edmonton. I'm going to keep saying Edmonton until you push me off of it.
Jets are not better than Edmonton.
No.
Jets?
I'll stick with Jets.
Damn. Edmonton. Jets are done. Jets are off. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 teams left. Fucking Edmonton.
Stars.
No.
Oh, I was thinking Toronto here.
I will much rather go to Dallas is my top team on my list, so I'm not going to agree to that real quick. Toronto, fine. 6 teams. Edmonton. Guys, I wanted them at 20. You won't give me at 6?
They're gonna be top 5 no matter what, Lou. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is.
They have no depth
Um,
at all. No goaltending.
who we still have Colorado.
McDavid's angry. Colorado, Panthers, Carolina, Vegas, Dallas, Edmonton.
Vegas.
I would listen to Panthers here too. Right? Like isn't there a long-term injury there? Am I making that up? Is Tkachuk out for a while?
I think he is.
I want to say that Tkachuk's out
I
for a
don't
while.
know, but they're another team that I can't. All they need to do is be number 8. Like all they need to be is the last wild card spot, and that team is built for success.
Yeah, no, that's
like,
for sure. But that's not what we're talking about.
I know, but they're playing the longest game, and if I think they're a playoff team, they're going to be one of the best teams because I expect them to win the cup.
Wow.
We're not ranking for the President's Trophy here. I'm ranking for the top team.
All right. I'm going. I'm Edmonton, but I'd listen to the Panthers. I'd listen to Colorado. I don't think I want to listen to Carolina, Vegas, or Dallas yet. I legit think that those are the top 3, but I want to fight pretty hard for that. But if I can't get you off of it, we'll get there. But right now, Edmonton or Colorado, pretty hard for me. I guess I'd listen to the Panthers.
So it's up to Plumer.
You're on both of those?
Correct.
Panthers, then? Can we all agree on the Panthers?
Lou, I want to get rid of Carolina.
Yes, me too.
God.
I'm sorry. I don't think they're as good as they look at times.
Yep.
I think the flashes are the mirage and not the clunkers.
All right. I mean, they were 3rd on my list. It's not like you're breaking my heart here to do it 6, but I still got my 20th ranked team on my list right now, and I'm not happy about it. But we're down to the bottom 5, 5th place, Edmonton.
Vegas. Vegas is not better than Edmonton. If you have them in a series, you're taking Vegas over Edmonton. I'm not.
100%. 100% right now.
I'm not.
They're better everywhere besides McDavid and Draisaitl.
The economy is tanking. Get Vegas out of here.
Yeah.
Hate it. Vegas 5th. This is the worst top 4. Edmonton, Colorado, Panthers, Dallas. Edmonton. Chris, I hate you. I already see it in your face.
I should have said one faster because I don't want to go either of them yet. This is where I was thinking Colorado.
I'm in for Colorado. Colorado 3 or 4. Sorry.
Dallas.
Number 3. Edmonton. I'll go with you. I'll go with you on the Panthers, Chris. If you do the move.
Don't try to negotiate here. It's don't.
I was just about to say how I was going to agree with you, Lou, and then you forced me into a position where either way I was going to go, I'm agreeing with you, and now I kind of want to go Dallas just to ruin everything for you.
I hate it. Dallas 3. We're down to the final 2.
Let him go number 1 after it. Come on.
Also, just I didn't even. I said I kind of want to go Dallas.
You know what? At this point, number 2, Panthers. Fine. Fuck you all. Edmonton be number 1. And it's the worst. They're the worst.
Edmonton number 2.
Number 1 at all. That sucks so bad. Off the top of your head, how many career goals does Connor McDavid have?
500.
Chris.
Oh, how many right now?
Yeah.
470.
Guys are both pretty high. Well, not as high as I am, but 361.
That's not that bad.
No, not way off. No. 361.
Better than
700.
my guesses on net worth. That's for sure.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was really great. That was a great episode of the other podcast. All right. Well, we're not going to fill this. We're down to 6. I hope you guys that joined are still listening and will leave this. Maybe next week I will we'll get some luck with that. We'll try next week. As we get closer to the season, they'll start filling more, especially as the NFL doesn't have as much to draft anymore. You can catch Ryan and I Wednesday. Oh no, maybe not. I have to talk to you about that. Maybe tomorrow night, but usually you catch us on Wednesday on Analytics Are for the Nerds Fantasy Football Podcast. We'll be back. We'll be continuing every other week here from this point forward until in season, and then we're going to try to do that weekly. So we will be back in 2 weeks here. Chris, anything else to promote?
Not right now. Stay tuned. Keep watching the podcast. Believe in the Sabres.
Believe in the Sabres. Looking forward here in 2 weeks. Maybe a Tuck deal. We didn't talk about that today, but it looks like a Tuck deal is close, according to Chad D. of Expected Buffalo, who's usually pretty on top of things like that. So maybe we'll get some news on that. Will there be a number that like makes you mad? Or will you just be fine, whatever, he's here for 7? Because I think it's going to be for like 7 for 56. But also the salary cap's supposed to be jumping up a decent amount, so I don't even know if 7 for 8 is horrible, but that's what I'm kind of expecting. 7 for 8 or 7 for 9, maybe even. Do we want Alex?
I don't know. Whatever. What are we doing? I don't know. Like like I said, I really feel like he's better suited for a better team. If you really believe that the Sabres are, on the cusp of making, I think he's like a good player on. Give me one of those teams from like 6 to 10 that we just ranked. Like that. That's where he's suited.
Well, that's why
put him on the Devils.
I just want to see him on. Like, I want to see him in the playoffs because I think that is a guy. I mean, one, we saw it when he was with Vegas as a real young player. He had a great playoff run, but like, he's the type of guy that like you want on your team during the playoffs.
Right, which is why he doesn't fit here.
I think at least once in that 7-year contract, he will be. He will be playing a playoff game. I'm not going to sit here and throw in any wild predictions. Like, they will definitely play one. But I do think if he 7 years, I feel like he's going to get and play at least one game.
Price per playoff appearance is going to be $56 million, everyone.
Well, thank you. We did it again. We got through another episode. That was a lot of fun. Thank you all for listening. Tune in 2 weeks, and we will see you then. Have a good night.